This engagement was prompted by a surge of complaints from both local and diaspora Ugandans who invested in condominiums in Kampala. Many homeowners expressed disappointment over substandard quality of construction, citing serious concerns about safety and value for money.
They use the banks to do their marketing. So an unsuspecting Ugandan goes to the bank, sees a complete block with the beautiful flats. They fall for it, and the bank connects them to the investor. Then the investor sells them a piece of ground, not even ground, some condominium which is not yet built, say at around 200 million. Then the bank takes this person and lends them the money, the 200 million, when there's nothing on the ground. And this 200 million immediately wholesale is paid to the investor. So on day one, before the investor starts investing, they get 200 million for a property which is not even approved by the local authorities.
IGG Kamya underscored the Inspectorate of Government's constitutional mandate to investigate any actions or failures by public officers that compromise the safety and welfare of citizens.
Before any construction starts, then they give you the condominium or home a year or even 2 years later. During those years, the buyer has been paying back the loan with interest. Then they give you a substandard, fake, even dangerous product under our watch.
She voiced the frustration of Ugandans, particularly those in the diaspora, who had purchased condominiums from foreign investors only to be met with poorly constructed properties.
For that matter, many of the Ugandan diaspora had stopped sending back money home to Uganda for building houses, but opted to invest their money abroad. But when government promoted investors, foreign investors, and particularly in this case, investors in the building sector.
Kayanga Dev, the acting director for housing at the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, reported that many of the inspected buildings had significant structural issues, including cracks in the walls and foundations.
Which department in the Ministry of Lands is responsible for that supervisory role? I want to pin somebody who is sleeping on the job.
The Directorate of Housing and the Department of Housing Development and Estates Management.
The Director of Housing.
A recurring issue was the use of flat roofs, which are susceptible to water retention. Poor plumbing installation was also a common problem. The materials used in the construction of these condominiums were often of low quality, with homeowners reporting the need to replace fitting and fixtures shortly after moving in. The report highlighted issues with electrical wiring, which posed safety risks to residents, with compounds of many condominiums poorly designed, resulting in frequent flooding. IGG Kamya called on the relevant government agencies to take immediate and decisive action to rectify these issues. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.